got some money for me, boy? I seen your name in our ledger.
You're a wanted man, Mr. Morgan.
Maybe when your mother's finished mourning your father, I'll keep her in black on your behalf. We got lawmen in 3 different states after us. They chased us from the west, they chased us over the mountains. Open it up!
We'll need an extra gun.
This place ain't no such thing as civilized.
You're the only one of these fools that I trust.
Where's our money?
Do you have my bag? Always, Dutch.
Product not yet rated.
Oh yeah, I have to click the button. So I come over here. You know what? I just realized it says maybe short stream. I just forgot to change it. Although you never know, could be a short stream. But I'm actually going to take that off right now because I wasn't when I posted it on there. I really did not expect to stream very long. And tonight, you know, whatever. I could get tired and leave shorter than normal stream, but who knows? I'm not planning on it. No short stream. Oh my god, look, Joss is here. Right here in the beginning. How do we pull that off? You gonna watch Balsio? Balsio! And make a short stream. So how's everybody doing? Got Thursday night. Right before when I was setting up, I got a notification for an OBS update, and normally OBS updates are, you know, once it's updated, it doesn't really look that much different, but there's a few bells and whistles behind, you know, under the hood. Man, the whole thing looks different right now, and I got warnings that like a plugin I have is incompatible, so if I do have a short stream, it'll be because the new OBS update effed me over. Long stream only. Okay, gotcha, Nick. Yeah, no, camping, it was a really nice trip. It was our last planned camping trip for the season. And it was, I think I told you guys that we got a paddleboard coming into the summer, and I've only used it a couple times. My wife has been using it a lot. Like, she keeps getting together with her mom because her mom got a paddleboard too. But this past weekend I rode the paddleboard around, and it was fun because my brother-in-law and his girlfriend came, and they both have paddleboards. So we're all cruising around the lake on our paddleboards, like the squad. It was kind of neat, bracing for impact when the wake of the speedboats kept going by, leaving big wakes. Scary stuff. And the best evening on the internet right there. How you doing? Hello. So, but one thing, Maxie, did you hear about Steve Wallace? His beautiful wife passed away last week. I think I heard about it last week. I can't remember if I heard by stream, but that really was a real bummer. Really sad. I don't think, you know, neither one of them are that old. I'm guessing she's probably like in her late 30s. Really, really sad. Yeah, no, you could just tell he's absolutely just wrecked by it. And it sounds like it was really unexpected. Like they just went to bed and that Saturday night, and then when he woke up, she didn't. So just crazy stuff. So that's actually bummed me out. bit. Like you see something like that happen to someone. And he seems like he's such a good guy too. That they're, anyways, yeah. I'm bummed out about it. Oh, you're good, Evie. Oh, I'm glad you're good. Well, aside from being bummed out about Steve Wallace's beautiful wife, doing good. Yeah, we're so we went camping last weekend, and we're playing with our paddle boards. And now between my wife and I, we still only have one, so only one of us could go at a time. And my wife had done a whole bunch of paddleboarding, so mostly this weekend she just, every time I was like, "Do you want to go on the paddleboard?" She's like, "No, you go." And then when I'd be done, and then she would be like, "No, it's okay. I don't really want whatever." So she said mostly she gets the paddle. She wanted to get the paddleboard to entice me to want to go to the lake because she just loves swimming around and floating around in the lake. So, but anyway, we ordered a second paddleboard, and that just arrived today. So we're gonna go. We're not camping this weekend, but we're gonna go. It's a long weekend, and one of the days we're gonna go paddleboarding with some of her family members. So, and all of us will have our own paddle boards this time. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. That's gonna be fun. Yeah, with Steve, he takes the time he needs. Oh yeah, totally. I can't even imagine. How it is to go through that. I think about anything happening to my wife, and I kind of, it's like my brain can't even really process the possibility if I try to imagine it. Like I can't imagine, but it happens. I mean, it happens, and I don't know how you process that. I honestly don't. So yeah, I absolutely hope he takes all the time that he needs. And yeah, we just got a second one from Costco too. It's a different brand. Her mom has, it's like a lighter weight. It's still, I don't remember how much it is. It's a few hundred. It's the same price range as the one we got. But it's a different brand. It's not quite as well known for paddle boards. It's known for other stuff. And it's a little bit lighter. I think it's about a foot shorter and a little bit lighter, but it's supposed to have the same, weight capacity and durability and everything else. So, be interesting to see the difference on that. But initially we were always thinking we might get two, but we were afraid we might get one and then never use it. There's always, and so far, anytime like with outdoor stuff, anytime we've gotten something, we end up using it when it comes to like camping gear and outdoors gear. But we were a little concerned about wanting to make sure that we both liked paddleboard before we went and got one for each of us. So I think this summer has proven that we both enjoy the paddleboard. Oh, they have something on sale that alone will pay for their... Oh, I'm trying to think. Can't you still order stuff as a non-member? My wife knows more about that stuff than I do, but I want to say that there is an ability to do that. But I think you end up paying extra, so it probably is worth it to just get the membership. But they got some good stuff there. I mean, we don't have... Like, I'm pretty sure that the one we just got from Costco, I don't think we got it with membership. I don't think we renewed. I wouldn't be opposed if we did, but she didn't tell me that we renewed it. Because, in general, we haven't been going to Costco to buy stuff. Like, do like regular shopping. We just occasionally will get big ticket items there. Because they tend to have good quality stuff and really good deals on that stuff. Evie, I saw that. You're playing Dead by Daylight. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Freddy. Well, I don't really get Freddy. I haven't really played Dead by Daylight that much, but I know they totally revamped Freddy to where I got confused. I'm sure if I decided to play it a few times, I would get into it, but I like to the familiar stuff. I go in there and I play the same 4 killers over and over again. You want to be able to take players to the dream world easier. I had some trouble with it. Yeah, I think I remember how the mechanics worked with original Freddy, and then when I tried new Freddy, I did not know what the hell I was doing, like, at all. So, you know, the Chrisinator? Chris, that guy who comes in our streams sometimes. My original, I think he's my first ever subscriber. He's, I think Freddy is his favorite. That's the guy that's, what he play like 4,000 or 5,000 hours. I want to say he came in a week or 2 ago and said he's played that much. And at least as of like last year or so, I think he said Freddy is his favorite killer. But yeah, I have to be in the right mood to play Dead by Daylight. But I'll be honest, I'm thinking about it right now. I'm thinking like, I might be getting towards wanting to play again. Kept putting down dream traps, and the players would somehow kept stepping into because you think one of them got hooked that way. Yeah, I probably, if I was gonna play Freddy again, I'd end up watching videos on how to play Freddy. I mean, that's what I did for a lot of the killers. When I was into playing Dead by Daylight, I actually spent a lot of time watching videos about other people, like talking about how to play Dead by Daylight. And, you know, even then, you probably saw me play. I was never that good at it, but at least I did a lot of learning by watching other people play. Gotta save that energy for October. That's right. Well, October, you know, it's already September right now, so shoot, October is coming. And that does seem to line up every year. Right around the time October comes is when as October's approaching, I start getting excited to play scary games again. So what I've been playing this week is I didn't play a ton of games this week, but I actually went back to playing Bravely Default. I'm still gonna stream Red Dead Redemption. I think Red Dead Redemption is just a better streaming game, and I'm still into it. But Bravely Default was the game that JRPG I was playing when I boldly declared that from now on I'm gonna start finishing my games. And then the first thing I did is I stopped playing it so I could start playing Red Dead Redemption. So I think I was playing enough Red Dead Redemption that I'm not like tired of it, but I started getting a little like, I kind of want to mix it up a little bit. And then I remembered Bravely Default. I was like, yeah, I want to play that again. So the last couple nights, that's what I've been playing. I don't really play games every night necessarily. A lot of weeknights I'm just tired, so I don't play any games. I just think my sleep was a little bit out of whack early this week. So I was, I think a couple of nights after work, I just went in the lounge chair. What is it? It's the Lazy Boy. Binge some Breaking Bad. Binge some YouTube. Yeah. You know nothing about gaming. You just binge watched Halo. I haven't really played Halo. It's a huge series, and I think the controversy for me about Halo is they've been coming out with those games since 1999, and they're sort of known for their story too. And so part of me is like, I have a service called Game Pass where it's like you pay like a $10 a month, and it's like Netflix kind of. Like, as long as you're subscribed, you have access to, like, I think at this point they've got about 500 games. And then if you stop paying, then you don't have access to them anymore. But they have I think the entire Halo series on that service. Like, all of them. So I've thought about the new one, is it Halo Reach? Is that the new one that's super popular? That's the modern Halo. But some part of me is like, should I go back and play the old like ancient ones, which I think, I don't know. Well, at some point I'm gonna jump into a little bit, but I'll probably start with the new one. And because I heard the new one's good. I've heard it's good. I'm aware of it. It's on my radar. The thing is about that series is historically has only been really on Xbox, which is a console. So that's why I never kept up with it. And it wasn't until last year that the service came out and made it available, all of them available on PC for the first time. So it was like I got a treasure trove dumped in my lap of 20 years worth of games that I never had access before. Joss, no, I have not watched House of Dragons. I've heard it's very good. I have some reservations because I don't want to get talking about spoilers for the Game of Thrones television series, but I never finished that series because when I heard, I don't know why it's terrible, but when I heard how terrible the ending was, it demotivated me from catching up. And now I'm like, probably if I want to watch House of Dragons, I should probably go back and finish Game of Thrones first. And I'm not enthusiastic to do that. So it's sort of like a bottleneck that's keeping me from jumping onto that series. I know it's 100 years old in TV time. But when I was into it, I read the books. Well, okay. True, it is a prequel, but my experience with prequels is they're frequently made with the understanding that you've watched the I don't know what you call whatever a prequel is a prequel to. Like, for example, the Star Wars prequels. Now, they could say, oh yeah, you watch them in order. If someone's new to the series, you start with episode 1, you just go blah, 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 blah. And I'm of the opinion that no, you should not do that if you're new to the series. You should watch them in the order they were released, because as they were released, they assumed you were familiar with the things that came. Same with the Marvel universe and stuff. They'll try to do these like, well, technically Wonder Woman 1984 time-wise came out before the other one, so you should watch it first. It's like, no, bullshit. They assume you're watching them in release order. So when you watch the one that just came out, they're assuming you watched what came before it. Don't trust those dickhead writers to do it good. Okay. Well, I mean, the thing is, too, when they come out with something new, they also want to appeal to new audience. So, it's not that you have to watch the other stuff first, but they're probably assuming when they were writing it that people who are watching it have seen the series that was already released. Nick's playing Dead by Daylight currently. What a shock. I think I saw you up on Steam. No, when I went to Discord to post the Discord, I think it saw you were playing Dead by Daylight and Ratus was playing 7 Days to Die. So that's what I saw. My little social media spying on everyone. You'd hop on, but you don't want to have heart palpitations, just. They auctioned a bunch of stuff from Better Call Saul? No, I didn't see that. His second best lawyer coffee cup? If that was the actual on-screen coffee cup, I wouldn't buy it, but it's worth that. I think it's worth that. I mean, there's stuff that's like collector's items like that almost sounds cheap to me. I'm just not someone that would ever spend that much on an on-screen memorabilia or on-screen artifacts. But yeah. That's interesting though. That's cool. Oh, you're talking about your killers. Just doesn't even like it when you reveal tokens adjacent to his character. Oh, it was still like in process, so it could be a bit more than 3,500. No, I didn't even know they were doing an auction. But yeah, for people with money, the type of money that gets thrown around on that sort of thing, if someone got it in the neighborhood of 3,500, I'd say they got a pretty good deal. If bidding was ongoing, I would not be surprised if it ended up going for a lot higher than that. Oh my gosh, Matus, I thought you were playing 7 Days to Die. You're here. Yeah, it is really hot out right now. It's 83 here in the Portland area. All right, I'm gonna take a look at that. Let's see, and they do have a bunch of items that were sold. The world's best lawyer was. I'll have to log in to see the winning bid. I'm not going to do that shit. Have you logged in, Maxie? I'm not gonna create an account on the site just to see, but I am curious because it says that it was sold, so they do have a number. So I'm definitely not worth it to me to get an account. I was just wondering if you did have one, you could tell me, but I'm not asking you to do that on my account or on my behalf. Hey, Brad, you ready for some Pool of Radiance action with your best friend Norris the Grey, who you love so much? And hey, Ethan, what's up? Howdy. You're actually here for a G-Law stream. Yeah, Matus, you made it, man. You made it. I didn't realize, like, Matus, you pretty much show up to all of them. And I didn't realize, like, that how much a point you made to do that until the 1 week you missed because your computer exploded. And you sent me a message that sounded like apologetic. Like, I'm sorry my computer exploded and I couldn't make your stream. Well, I'll mark it on your attendance record, but, you know, it's a no-fault absence. It's going to go on your record. Yeah, I give you my SSN, my mom's maiden name. I appreciate that. Maxie, what a kind person you are. Need my bank information, too, for that? They're probably going to want to charge something. Here. I'll send you a message. I'll send you a message on Steam with all of my financials. Yeah, Brad, I don't know if I was chatting in this particular stream of yours or if I was just lurking. When Nick was there, I'm not sure if Jaws might have been there, and you were saying something about how you enjoy watching me play Pool of Radiance because it's entertaining how horribly antiquated it is. That it brings you entertainment value to watch me struggle through it. But once in a while I say stuff in your streams and then vanish or make a, whatever. But it's most of the times I don't. I'm in your streams. I pop in your streams at least very frequently. Not every day, but usually at least a couple times a week. I'll be in your stream and like silently lurking / trying to sleep. Well, I can be tactically horrible in a game without a terrible interface. Hey, look, it's Mega EV7. It's the other Eevee. The other Eevee that I know from the internet. You is here. Yes. Hi. Welcome. Yeah, I saw you've been playing the old Baldur's Gate games. It seems like your stream crashes as soon as you start playing. Like it'll go fine, then you start playing Baldur's Gate, and then it'll crash after like 15 minutes. Well, the second best Eevee that I know, Maxie, I didn't want to cast an overly broad net to say is the second best EV on the internet, because I haven't done that much research to see what the other EVs are like. I can say with a pretty solid degree of certainty that EV23 is indisputably the best EV on the internet. Nothing can convince me otherwise. You could introduce me to all sorts of EVs. They could be Nobel Prize winners. They could be great philanthropists. They could be great movers and shakers of the world and humanitarian. And they still would not be better than EV23. I don't know that there are that many like super philanthropist, world-changing people that go by the name Evie on the internet. But if there were, that's all I'm saying. EV23 is still the best one. So, and I'll say Mega EV7 is the second best one that I'm aware of. Hey, what's up, Alone Park? What you doing? Yo. So yeah, here we are again. Little, EV Musk. No, EV would kick the crap out of EV Musk. No. Totally. That's better. EV23 is better. Matus, I forget. Did you go back and replay Pool of Radiance? This since they re-released it on Steam. I can't remember if you jumped back into it yourself or you just like to watch me struggle through it. No. Are you serious? No. Evidmir Putin? No, doesn't even hold a candle. The second best gaming lawyer. Wait, but Maxie, does it help that after I destroyed his dreams, that he changed his channel name? So he's no longer the gaming lawyer, all one word. He became something else. So does that, by process of elimination, make me the best one? Or is it still the rest of the second best one because we all know he was the OG gaming lawyer, the gaming lawyer. All one word. I always have to say all one word. So, just to specify. I'm the best AVG lawyer. Okay, I appreciate that. You want to see me playing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle games on the collection? Well, I did see they had it on Game Pass. I think that new one. If I ever get in the right mood, which, spoiler alert, probably, I don't know, never say never, right? But just normally not my kind of game. You have it on your wish list, but you haven't picked it up yet. Oh my gosh, you've been playing Dungeons & Dragons Online? I haven't heard of anyone. I mean, I know that game is still active, and they're still releasing content. But I wasn't aware of anyone who actually played it. Are you still having fun with that? How have you been just playing it on and off or constantly or what? You just picked it up and rediscovered it again recently? I'm curious how much entertainment you're getting out of Dungeons & Dragons Online. If it's like an ongoing game for you, or if it's just something you pick up now and then. Hey, look who it is. It's Stone. What are you doing, Stone? No. Yeah, all my audio is all jacked up too. I did a big OBS update. I listened to last week's stream, and this welcome screen music was practically drowning me out. I think I've corrected for that. All right. Since closed beta, holy crap. I gave it a shot a couple times. It's been a long time since I've given it a shot. And I didn't dislike it. I think the main thing is like... It was one of those games where probably... If I couldn't convince my wife to try it, I wasn't going to keep playing it. Because it didn't make for an extremely good solo experience. Full of radiance. There's a stone raven, the best stone raven on the internet. Stone raven! Actually, I shouldn't start doing that for everybody. The Evie's gonna feel like I've cheapened her value. Sorry, take it back. I mean, you're the best stone raven on the internet, but you don't get the jingle that I give Evie. I hope that doesn't hurt so much that I gave it to you and took it away, but I had second thoughts. Oh, it evolved into a very different game over the years? Well, huh. Maybe... No, I mean, I was gonna say maybe I'll take a look at it, but... Just add it to the... add it to the pile of 500 games that I want to take a look at. But maybe, I mean, I am, as you may be aware, a fan of Dungeons & Dragons, so if I get interested, I'm more likely... That's more likely to rise on my list than other games. Yeah, maybe at some point we can check it out. I think MMO wise, if I start playing an MMO again, I think there are higher ones on the list, but if it's the right mood hit me, maybe I would check. I've been sort of tempted to play Final Fantasy XIV again. Oh my god! Oh my shit! That's loud as fuck. Wow. And Brad, thank you for the flex. God, my audio balancing is all fucked up. Was that like deafeningly loud? How do I? Now I can't even look at it because it's not active. You don't know if you have the energy for MMOs anymore? Well, I guess it depends on what you do with it. You know the way I play MMOs. It's very non-committal. I'm not in it to win it. You could say I'm just in it to mosey. Just to mosey around. So for me, it's yeah. An MMO is more likely the kind of game I want to play when I don't have energy. That's why frequently I'll play like a fantasy MMO following October. So I'm all like sapped from all the high stress games I've been playing. I was muted. Sorry. Whoops. I was just in the middle of being very concerned about what Joss meant by "guess my ears don't deserve respect." Because I had to scroll up to make sure I didn't miss a comment. Usually when I start seeing stuff like that, it's because somehow I've ignored Joss and hurt his feelings. Or I started a stream. Or he showed up and then I ended the stream right when he showed up. Was that like deafeningly loud? this whole setup I have for Red Dead is kind of messed up because Red Dead, it seems like it comes off as very quiet on OBS, so I've turned a bunch of other shit around it. Like the overall desktop audio I have turned up more than usual, and then I've selectively turned other things down to compensate. It's real, I'm telling you. Let's see, next month, no, this month, I'll be celebrating my 7-year anniversary of the creation and first upload of the Gaming Lawyer channel. I think it's, it might have been 9/11. It was right around 9/11. And, oh shit. Let's see. Okay. Uh-oh. OBS was just giving me warnings about weird connections. Now I'm trying to see if I can find a way to adjust the audio mixer. Chat alert box. Okay. So I'm gonna turn that down. It might still be loud as shit, but I found a way to make it, to turn it down to the default setting. Yeah, I played the first Borderlands. I never finished it. I probably got about 5 hours into it, and I got kind of burnt out on it. I played a lot of Borderlands 2. I'm guessing I probably got about 30 to 35% of the way into it. And then it was just too much. I had enough. I was actually, the reason I stopped playing Borderlands 2 is because I got my wife to play it with me. And so it became a game that I reserved for playing with my wife. And then she is, she's been taking kind of a hiatus from games for the last 2 years. Where she's just like, never in the mood to play anything. And almost offended if I bring up, do you want to play a game? So she didn't want to do it. So I'm like, all right, well, maybe I'm going to go back. But I'm still sort of saving Borderlands 2 for her. Like thinking, she really seemed to be enjoying it when we were playing it together. What do you hear in the background? You shouldn't hear anything in the background. Unless you're hearing Blaze of Glory. Yeah, that's the karaoke track for Blaze of Glory. It still gets me demonetized, but at least I'm not competing with John Bon Jovi's passionate vocals. So. Yep, that's too many hot dogs and s'mores will do that to a man. The yellow eyes. The decomposing teeth. Yeah, it's true, and I'm very stiff from sleeping on those cots, so I don't move. It's very painful to move, so I just sort of stand up there very rigidly in front of the camera. It's very difficult for me, Matheus. I appreciate that you think you get me. I appreciate that. Yeah, I played a bit of it. I played a lot of it myself, and it's still fun, but it's definitely... And then I have Borderlands 3. That was the last thing is our friends in San Diego have Borderlands 3 as well. They have it on console. There's crossplay. So that was the last chance that I almost got Amanda to play, was earlier this year. I almost got her to play games I think Borderlands 3 was on sale for like $5 or something, so she has a copy. And she even installed it and had it updated and ready to go. And we were supposedly I was waiting for her to give the green light to set up a gaming session with our San Diego friends. And she's like, yeah, she made it sound like she was like sincerely open to it. And she's like, nah. Just let us know. Let me know when you're ready to play games again. Alright. Oh, hello. I'm gonna launch the game.
45
Oh my God.
seconds of gameplay.
Audio balance is all over the place. Well, that was just the karaoke background track for John Bon Jovi's Blaze of Glory. The song's called Blaze of Glory. And it was his tribute to Young Guns 2, the movie from 1990 or whenever. Sorry, Joss. Everything's unpredictable right now. I think part of it is the OBS update that I installed 5 seconds before pushing stream now. I should have waited more on this. It takes forever to launch this game. Just launch. Usually when I have those background videos from a welcome screen, I use music from the game's own soundtrack. But I loved Young Guns 2, and I loved John Bon Jovi's solo album, Blaze of Glory, inspired by Young Guns 2. And when I think of the kind of Western themed music that gets my blood pumping, I think of John Bon Jovi. Blaze of Glory, inspired by Young Guns 2. All right. Forget all this, the poor presentation on screen that you guys have had for the last couple minutes. Just pretend that didn't happen. Make you famous. Yeah, that's the one. Yep. I had good memories of that movie too, because I had a friend from the town where I grew up that I was visiting, and that's when I saw it. I used to see him like only once every year or two, and I'd spend a week. I was spending a week at his house, and that's one of the things we did was we watched Young Guns 2, and that's when I went to the store and I bought the disc, and yeah, it was very exciting for me. I am playing the game. See, look. Although it's almost time to go camping. Let me see, where am I? Oh yeah, I'm gonna head back up here, talk to... Wait, M.A. Oh, okay. I think I'm continuing. I was doing there was a circus owner who all of his fake animals escaped. And I was I've been doing a series of quests to help him collect his fake animals. So yeah, I don't know if Brad's still here, but that's one of the things I said earlier is I'm still playing Red Dead Redemption, but this week I actually did start playing Bravely Default 2 again. It's my most played game this week. Well, Brad, I understand it's like midday on a Friday, so sometimes you actually got, sometimes you just can't be here every single moment of the game because you got other stuff going on sometimes. You get him a paddleboard, and then he can go. What was that? He can go camping. Why are you getting scared, horse? Oh, it's probably knew that this autosave alert was coming. That's terrifying. What's all that noise? All right, you know what? I think it's time for we're gonna set up camp. Break out my paddleboard. I have any cooking to do? Plain venison. All right, yeah, let's cook. It goes straight from the fire into my mouth. Paddle boards and hot dogs. That looks sort of like a hot dog, right? All right, this one's gonna go in the bag though. One for now. One, maybe I'll have a cold hot dog for breakfast. Put that in the old bag, and that was it. Yeah, this is some split point rifle cartridges. Are always nice. Oh, that was it. I've been keeping up to speed on most of my stuff. Rifle cartridges. I haven't used any explosive rifle cartridges, but I figure a sniper rifle with exploding rounds is a pretty good way to go. A chili dog. I see what you did there. Oh, was I missing the sage and the rosemary? I thought I was just full. All right, now it's time to sleep. Of course, we're gonna set up the tent. What's the fun of camping? You're not gonna sleep in a cozy tent. That's how I roll. 9 hours. Yeah, I got time. Boom, boom. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna have. I'm gonna eat some venison. Just the plain stuff. Now can I cook another one? Nope. Alright, let's break camp. We're gonna continue our journey to help the I think we're looking for, they say there's a lion, a replacement lion. Because this last lion was a dog with a fake mane taped to it, and it got eaten by an actual mountain lion. So I think he said he heard about a replacement lion. I think that's where we were in the quest line. I gotta see on the way there if I've got time to find some time. Wait a minute, I just gotta double check. Okay, good, I'm not wanted. I think we just follow the railroad tracks.
Yep.
Oh, sorry, horse, he didn't like that. Alright, I think we're getting close here. Search Emerald Ranch for the lion.
Hold it tight! We got him trapped in here! I got it in the barn! Boy! Boy! I should go and get my repeater.
Oh, speaking of which, maybe I should get.
Hold your side!
Oop.
Hold your...
Springfield rifle. Which one of these do I like better? And my scoped weapon.
You see its teeth?
I saw its claws. That's enough for me.
Gentlemen. Let's see what we got here.
How am I supposed to know? How'd we get stuck with this?
Boys.
Get
fault.
back!
Yeah,
We
it's
got
your
a cursed creature in here.
Oh, yeah?
No,
It's
it's
as
yours.
big as a mule and as mean as a hellcat.
It looked like a lion to me.
That's a dog in there.
Dog?
Now, if you'll excuse me. Step aside.
What?
I said step aside.
Yep. So far, all this guy's animals have been completely fake.
Yeah, boy.
Didn't look like no dog.
Come here, boy. Let's go home.
Okay.
Look what you done! Look what you done!
Ooh, bad dog.
Son of a bitch. I'll take care of this.
Oh, excuse me, cow. All right, he ran into here. All right, let's get this out.
Sweet.
It's not a dog. That is not a dog.
Easy, boy.
Maybe I got a milk bone or something.
Shit.
Oh shit. Oh man. Okay, I didn't realize they were gonna launch me into like a mini game-esque scenario. Yeah, let's retry the checkpoint. Alright, so it has me in QuickTime mode. Is that the object of the game? I don't think there was any way for me to save this lion.
Woo, he got it! He shot the thing! Is it dead? I pray that thing's a goner.
Wow, look at that. Yeah, it's not because I died. It's
That beast's
'cause-
got some answering to do.
Can I get the lion pelt? Apparently all I can do is take his paw off.
I never seen one of those before, and I hope I don't again.
It was just a dog.
Amen to that.
You guys, it was a dog. That is one way to catch a lion. Just shoot it in the face a bunch of times. All right. Reunited. Let's see, where's that guy at? Here. So, Joss, that made you want to play this again? I've been enjoying playing it again. Whenever, and the same as last time, it's not like I stopped playing it because I didn't like it. I stopped playing it because I just needed to start playing other types of games. So hopefully, no, I'm not gonna mess with it. Put it away.
Yeah.
I think my original save, I'm something in the 40, like low 40% completion. And I know in that game, I went to the big, whatever the Saint Saint Denis, the big New Orleans equivalent, and he had a bunch of side quests in there. I think that's all. That's what I did in my last game that I haven't done in this one, because I'm about the same place in the main story. All right, I got some bad news.
Odysseus returns. Sally, get the cages ready.
Yes, sir, Mr. Market, right away.
Man-eating lion. You didn't think that it might be useful for me to know that this time the animal was actually real, you moron?
Steady on. I clearly stated that we were looking
You
for...
haven't clearly stated anything in all the time I've known you. That could have been a goose for all I
A
knew.
goose will hardly get them to their feet for the curtain call. Bring on the king of the beasts, on the other hand, and they feel the roar. And they, well, look about as surprised as you do. What have you done with him, if you don't mind me asking?
I killed him. He's dead.
Bloody hell! This is Ramo, boy.
Well, it was him or me. Now, pay me.
Yes, of course, of course. I have just the thing. And what a treasure it is! You're a lucky man, sir. Very lucky man. From the mines of El Dorado.
Oh, God.
As green as the rainforest, as clear as the Amazon, and as dear as all the gold in the Andes. One man's labor is but a trifle compared to this jewel's true value. Wait! I shouldn't. What would Daddy say?
Well, Daddy ain't here, and we had a deal.
Yes, of course. A promise is a promise. Sally, get the wagons moving.
Ain't we waiting for the lion?
He's in the great hunting ground in the sky. Good day, sir, and thank you. But we really must be getting along.
Yeah, I won't keep you. So long.
So long, Mr. Morgan. Next time you see me, I'll be topping the bill, I promise. Or at least I'll be on the bill.
Yeah. That thing you gave me is probably useless. But I like that little sequence of side quests, though. It was much more entertaining the first time when I didn't know how it was going to unfold. Because, you know, at first you're thinking, oh, you're capturing wild animals, and you get there, there's all this, like, it's a donkey painted like a like a zebra. It's a dog with a fake mane, like, cut into his fur. And then you get to the last part, you're like, oh, another lion, huh? And it's like an actual lion is destroyed. It's like killed a bunch of people. Anyway, good times. Good times. The lion skin, well, I got a paw. Didn't let me skin him. Let me see. What else have I got going on here? Oh, shit. All the way over there? Is that robbing a bank? Now I gotta see what this stuff is. Oh, these are, oh, I think these are the collection quests. I think. I'd do that. I'll go for a little ride. Why not? It's one of the things I like about streaming this game. It's just a big world. Oh, can I craft something with it? Yeah, I'm probably not going to sell it. That tends to be what I'll do before I sell anything like that. Is it even... I don't even see it on here. Who the hell knows? Oh, is this it? Lion's paw. Can be used in crafting. Alright.
Yeah.
So you can make something from it. What was that?
Help me! Someone help me!
Oh, it's this...
Help!
Oh, it's this guy who keeps getting bit by snakes, I think.
Please. I've been bitten by a snake.
I need medicine.
Drink this. It'll help.
Is that medicine? Oh, thank you. Thank you. I owe you one, mister.
Got that right.
Hopefully, I could repay you someday. Now, I gotta get out of here.
This is the first time I've helped him?
Much like it.
I thought he's one of these guys you keep running into, but if you help him, he remembers you
No
later.
more.
Could just be like a...
Just stay the hell away from snakes, all right? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take it to the trapper eventually. The stuff can be crafted. It's different stuff in different places, but at the camp, certain things can be crafted to improve the camp, and at the trapper, ingredients can be used to make certain like gear and things.
Morning, partner. Hey, mister.
Wild horses. Have I heard of the back rooms? No, I don't think so. Is that a game? I mean, I know I've heard of buildings that have back rooms. I've worked in several businesses that had back rooms. Worked at a video store. We had a back room. Actually, there was the room for the employees, and then there was also the other back room because we had an adult section. It's probably the only reason we stood a chance against Blockbuster, because they were too good for that. What else? I worked at a little grocery store. We had a back room. I worked at a bookstore. We had a back room. So you know what? Yeah, I have heard of the back rooms. Lots of them. You clip out of reality. Oh, it's like a game exploit glitch thing. Nah, I haven't heard of that. But to be fair, I very seldom seek out that kind of information. I mean, just because, like, you know. Like weird glitches and exploits. But I mean, that's interesting. I used to, like, read stuff about WoW. Actually, in World of Warcraft, I did look around at some of the weird stuff you could see. In fact, Maxie, I did that with you one night. I just watched some video about all these. They weren't like glitch places. They were just secret places, the weird places in World of Warcraft.
Out of the damn way.
It's a real life thing you clip out of reality? No, I haven't heard of it. Wait. That Eliza Lamb, the girl who went to the hotel in LA and they found her in the thing on the water reservoir on top of the building. There was one theory that she earlier was pushing buttons in the elevator to trigger some kind of pattern. Was that thing? It was supposed to like shift planes or something. I don't know if that was that. If it was that, then I heard of it in that context. If it wasn't that, then no, I haven't heard of it. And
surprise me no more.
oh, excuse me. I'm not sure if I have the motivation to look it up. The bottom line would be that I don't really think it's real, and I don't. It's like Slender Man, where I'm like, I don't know, am I gonna do a bunch of research into? Oh no, dude, Slender Man's real, man. You gotta. It's like, well, no, I don't think this. Go research Slender Man. Like, no, I don't think I will.
Yeah.
Totally real, bro. Totally real. Look up the back rooms, bro. Gotta do it. And G-Law's like, no, I don't want to do it. It's like, no, you gotta do it. You gotta do it. What is this? I haven't even been looking for my herbs. Oh, burdock root. I doubt it'll keep me up at night, because it's very unlikely I'm going to find any credibility to it. The stuff that freaks me out the most is the stuff that's real. That's hard, that I can't wrap my head around.
Fine morning, partner. Oh, shit.
All like the creepypasta meme stuff, it's kind of like, it just doesn't, it just doesn't, you know. If I can't get myself to believe it at all, I can't get scared of it. Wait, which XCOM are you playing, Joss? Are you playing both of them, XCOM 1 and 2? I know you probably mentioned this already, and I forgot. I think my horse needs a carrot. Ooh, I'm almost out of carrots.
Okay, boy.
Oh, that's the one thing I didn't finish. I started playing that a couple times, and it was hard, and I don't think I even killed a single one of those boss guys yet. I just would start getting acquainted with all the factions, and that's about as far as I've gotten. Like the introductory quest for a couple of those new factions. The monsters look creepy as heck. Yeah, the stuff that actually creeps me out is stuff like you can find on YouTube that's real, that is disturbing enough that's like, I don't know if I like talking about it to, like, on my channel. Not because I can't handle it, but what is this?
Open the damn lock, or give me the damn key.
Oh, it's none of my business.
We don't, mister. Help!
Nope. Hey, I'm just as likely to be robbing him as this guy.
Act like you never saw this.
Don't worry.
Please, no.
Oh, I got negative karma because I didn't intervene. Honestly, I'm just as likely to be the dude robbing him. I'm like, you know what? Carry on, gentlemen. Who am I to judge? Oh. All right. Okay, it's up here somewhere. I think this is one of those, like, collection where I have to... Debt collecting? Like, the Slender Man thing doesn't scare me at all. But the detailed story of the two girls that stabbed their friend over Slender Man, that shit is scary as shit. Like, when you start hearing the actual details of what happened to that girl, that scares me. Slender Man doesn't scare me.
How are you, mister?
Good, man.
Partner?
I captured a dog? Oh, yeah. Well, this is what I feel like the back rooms thing is going to be like Slender Man, where there's a bunch of 13-year-olds out there. They're like, oh my god, they're so fucking scary, dude. Keep you up at night. And then I'm like, nah. Although, I mean, I watch movies that I know aren't real, and sometimes I get scared. So, it's not to say absolutely. Alright. Is it up? I guess I gotta go maybe up that. There's a little trail over here. Pump my fuel full of fuel. Yeah, I think one of the most disturbing things I've seen on YouTube. Oh no, I'm gonna come up here. No, Infamous. I think that's Infamous has been a console only selection that I have not been privy to. Oh yeah, Insomnia. That's true. All right. Got to collect some money.
Win, Holmes.
I didn't expect to run into no one out here.
Funny how far a man's debts will follow him. You got some money for me, boy? I seen your name in our ledger.
You're with the German? Look, I got it for you. It's just, I don't got it yet. It's up in them hills.
You panning for it?
Hunting it. I tracked this cougar. It's rare. Lily white coat, the pelt will more and cover what I owe.
If I'm skinning anything, I'm skinning you, boy.
Please, I'm out of work. It's the only way you'll get paid, and all the hard work's already done.
Fine. Move.
Well,
Yeah.
Need our horses? It's, quite a trip.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I've definitely heard of Infamous before, and it's sort of like a superhero-ish type
All
game, right?
Drive, boy. Let's get where we're going. Drive.
When I
follow
did
me.
hear about it, I remember thinking it seemed like a game I would like
I'm
playing
driving.
if I'm given the
Make
chance.
me come out here, make me chase all over this goddamn mountain.
Hey, you knew it was a risk.
I didn't know nothing. Your name is all I knew.
Well, the German-speaking fella then, Mr. Strauss, he knew my work situation was precarious, that this whole thing was a risky venture.
Wait, risky? Am I at risk now? Are you threatening me, Winton Holmes?
I ain't. No, certainly not. Sir, I'm merely stating, a man without a job, with limited prospects, at those rates, repayment was by no means guaranteed. I said I'd do my best, and I did.
You're continuing to annoy me.
Yeah, that's not how like loan sharking works.
We're going right here, up the stream.
They're like, Mafia isn't like, you better pay up, but it's okay if you don't as long as you do your best.
Hey, how about this then? I guarantee repayment. Because I'm going to get that money out of you. If I got to squeeze you like a lemon, it's coming out.
Yeah, of course. We're onto it now, okay? We're onto it now. The cash is in that cougar, mister. Sure as pumpkins ain't cauliflowers, the cash is in that cougar.
It better be, or I'll turn you into a goddamn cauliflower.
That's a threat you don't hear every day.
Up here, we ain't too far now. What I know about cats, this one's rare as hen's teeth. I mean, you ever seen an alabaster wildcat?
Big thing about cougars is they see you, not the other way around.
That may be, but you'd see this one. I've been hunting with my pa. Shot all kinds of cats. Never one like this. In another life, I'd have sought my fortune outdoors, not in the hot, stinking belly of a tar pit.
I ain't interested in your regrets or your life story, Mr. Holmes. Just your damn money. Drive.
All right.
This is it. Her den. We should leave the horses.
All right. Show me.
You'll see her soon. Quiet now. Won't be able to miss her shining in the dark.
A lantern? With the weapon wheel. What do I have? Where's the lantern at? Oh, there we go. An infamous. All right, I got you. You can be good or evil.
You hear that? There's a cougar in here. And I bet she's white as virgin cotton.
Can I get a gun out though? All right, there we go. That'll work.
The tunnel diverges up here. I'll take the left, you go right, and we'll see if we don't converge down a ways.
I will take the road less traveled.
And look out for...
Yeah, yeah.
See, this is scary, huh? Uh-oh, once I go down there, it's the point of no return. Uh-oh.
Holmes? Winton Holmes?
Oh, shit.
She got her. Crap. Damn deader.
Well, no sense letting whatever his little...
Fabulous idiot.
at 55 cents. Oh, is this the other half of him? There's more dead people. I've never heard of the insults, but... Wait, was it... Scared the shit out of me. Son of a bitch. All right, let's try this again. And that was scary. Oh, I'm coming all the way back here? Shit.
Holmes? Winton Holmes? She got her. Crap. Damn deader. Oh, penniless idiot.
Get the gun out. Get it out. Get the fuck, dude. Get. Oh. Starting to get a little pissed off right now. I've got to go all the way back to where we split up. And I don't think I can get a rifle out. Can I take this out instead? That's 2 shots on that. Nope.
Quentin Holmes? She got him.
Find and kill the white. Okay.
I'm deader. Crap.
Yeah, maybe I...
Show yourself.
Son of a bitch! Shit.
Gotcha.
Alright, I think I forgot how to use Deadeye. Okay, get my damn... Okay, hold on. First things first. Let's have some... Which one does health? Health core. And let's have a little, oh, I'm healing up. Okay. Let's get the hell out of here.
It's white. That'll be rare.
Ah. Well, that was a trial. Trials and tribulations.
Get out of here, horse. Your man ain't coming.
All right. Sell the white cougar thing at the butcher's. Okay, here. I think it's time to put that away. All right. Well, that was quite the ordeal. She took those 3 shots to the face with style and grace. And grace and style. I think I did that quest before. I don't know if I died. Oh, I probably died when I did it last time. That's like one of my rules. Oh wait, was there something else up there? I want to say there was also a legendary beast up there somewhere. But I'm just not that motivated to look for it right now, if there is. We'll get back to Strawberry. Is that the town nearby? Sell the thing. Maybe get the room. I'm all bloody and shit. I'm gonna go take a bath. You know how I like to do. Have that special deluxe bath with the lady. It's good times for me. Oh yeah, I was gonna say the some of the most disturbing stuff that I've seen online is like the real stuff. So like, for some reason, the certain topics really like get under my skin. One of them is Jonestown. I've watched multiple documentaries and videos about it, and that for some reason that whole scenario really gets under my skin. And on YouTube they have a recording of the tapes of the night that the whole incident occurred in Jonestown, and it's basically Jim Jones like talking them through doing it, and it's like a 40-minute long tape, and you hear in the background people are crying and stuff like it's happening, and it's just like that shit really got under my skin. I haven't. It's been a few years since I've listened to it, but you've been to his original church. Get out of the way here. That's right, Chance. All right, there's the guy up here. But like that stuff gets under my skin, and I'm into horror movies and stuff like that. But that stuff gets on my skin like more than any horror movie could. So there we go. Saw that.
Lucky this is popular. How common it is.
If she acts up, I might need to give her some. She's been extra crabby lately. I don't know what's going on with her. She's getting really old.
Thanks, partner. Come on, pal.
I think what gets me the most about listening to that is it sort of really shows that there were people that didn't want to do it. And they were trying to talk their way out of it. And he made it sound like he was just talking, like just having a rational conversation. Well, not rational, but just having a conversation, you know, about this thing they're gonna do.
Fair city. Citizens, enjoy
This guy.
yourselves.
Howdy.
Visitors, amuse yourselves. We are a simple mountain town for people who
Is this the
believe
mayor?
in a better, wiser, kinder
I gotta just see what this guy's up to. See, you got a speech? I want to listen.
Hello. Good day, kind sir.
Hello.
Enjoy our fair town in peace and be nice. Be nice.
Is that it? All right. I thought he was gonna have some sort of big
Welcome to Strawberry, my friends.
speech.
And to those that live here, stay here. We're a fine town for fine people. An oasis of culture and civilization in the West. American ingenuity, European sophistication, fine architecture,
This is
and
pretty
above
nice.
all, good manners. All here in West Elizabeth.
All right. I'm gonna go have a bath. I think I can get a bath here.
Welcome,
Be well, my proud people. Be well and be happy.
Can I get a hot bath, please?
All right, head on over when you're ready.
Oh, it's upstairs. Okay. But yeah, that's the worst thing is hearing people. There's like this one lady that's trying to be like, no, I don't think we should die. I think we should live. And he's like, I agree, but don't the children deserve peace? And he's like, bring out the vats. Well, I mean, it took longer than that, but it's just really like hearing it unfold. And then there's a couple of documentaries that really fill in what was going on during all of that. It's just like so horrifying to imagine what it would have been like to be there and be one of those people that was like, oh, this is fucking crazy. Like, I don't want to do this. All right, where's the lady? I think usually.
You need someone to take over for you?
Yes, I do. I need the deluxe bath.
Yeah, okay. Sure.
Great. Now just sit back and relax.
Yep.
You're gonna feel so good after I'm through with you.
What do you mean after? Yeah. Though I've done this many
You'll be clean
times.
as a whistle.
There are no options for anything really dirty to happen.
Been a while since I've been able to relax like this.
Oh no, really?
Yeah, it's true.
So how's it going?
Not too bad.
I don't think there's not a restaurant in this town. There's like there's an inn, but it's not a place you can, or there's like a saloon type place, but you can't actually go in it.
You let me know if the water gets cold.
We don't like strangers much in this town.
In this place, I ain't surprised.
Oh, that's an astute observation, Nick. I must have misspoke. Because that indeed would make no sense. Were my objective to be to
Just
cause
let
something
yourself
dirty.
unwind.
All right.
Okay, I don't think I'm gonna get much cleaner than this. Thank you.
You take care.
Yep. Poor Arthur, leaving another bath unfulfilled. There's one part of his anatomy that's never been adequately cleaned. And maybe never will be. I guess it's late afternoon, so yeah, I think we're gonna get a room.
Got some good clean rooms if you're interested.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Got any rooms?
Room's ready whenever you need.
And we're gonna sleep till morning and then take off. You don't want to, for an extra 50 cents, Brad, you're not gonna get the deluxe bath. It's only 50 cents, Brad. No. I do like this. This place is nice. I would totally stay at this place. Like, this would be a cool place. Like a B&B out in the country. It did mean something. Yep. Yeah, this place. This is. I think of all the little places you can go rent a room that I've seen in this game, this is like. Like, I'd seriously.
Nothing like a good bath, huh?
I'd like having a little vacation and just staying in this town for a few days in real life. I'd totally do it. Sit down here, read a book by the fire. Be nice.
Come on now, boy.
All right, so where should I go now? I guess I'm gonna head back to camp and see if there's anything new going on there. And then check out, I think this is another collection quest. Dude, that guy just fell off of a railing like it was nothing.
What's your problem here?
You walked in front of my horse, buddy.
Morning, friend. Hello, gentlemen.
Mister.
Morning.
Ooh, look at this baby, huh? Best you can find.
Hey, mister.
Morning, mister.
But she ain't just
Let's say good morning.
Watch this.
Hey, don't do that.
Fast
All right,
like
what are those
lightning,
guys
that's how
doing?
you gotta do it.
Yeah, listen, I believe you, I really do, but
Oh, I can handle a blind,
that
too.
don't seem
I'll show
like
you.
the best idea.
Yeah.
Just stop waving it around. It ain't funny. No
Relax.
more.
Oh, it's a little funny though.
Christ.
God damn it.
Are you okay? That don't look good.
All right, can I help this dude?
You gotta walk
Fine, I
this
see
off.
your
He's gonna walk it off.
Will you quit hassling me and leave me be?
Don't forget that.
Yeah, poor guy.
I want to go to a doctor before heading to the saloon.
I'm fine.
He's fine. He's fine. He doesn't need any help. That's what you get for trying to show off, buddy. Yeah. That's probably that if I lived in the Wild West, that's the kind of stuff I'd be up to. Hey, look at me play with this gun! Trying to pretend like it's no big deal. No, man, I'm good. Good. Just gonna walk it off. Just leave me alone. Let's see, what's the other stuff that's creeped me out? When I found out about Aokigahara, like nicknamed the Japanese suicide forest, that freaked me out. Just the idea of that, like a ton of people each year go in there and kill themselves, and that if you go there, you're just randomly gonna come across like dead people in the middle of like a hiking trail. That whole scenario just weirds me out. I think it's that's sort of the common theme between that even Jonestown too. Is like a lot of the stuff that kind of gets under my skin and freaks me out is stuff that's about suicide. It makes me really uncomfortable to think about like people's what their mindset is leading into something like that. It's just they actually made a kind of a shitty movie called The Forest, and it's about Aokigahara, though I think it was filmed in the Pacific Northwest. I mean, that place got famous because, was it Logan Paul was acting like he went to Japan, he was acting like a dumbass for 2 weeks, and then he dressed up as Pikachu and went to the suicide forest, and like he's 20 feet into the forest, and they actually find a dead body, and that became like this huge controversy, and that's when I first heard about that place. And then I looked more into it, and it was like, the more I looked at it, the more freaked out I got. Not gonna mess with that either. And there's this one other guy that did a series of videos, and he kept not showing what he was finding because he was afraid of getting like banned or demonetized by YouTube. But like, he freaked out because he went and he said he kept finding bodies, like couple bodies, not like he tripped over one every 5 steps or anything. But the thing that he was so freaked out about is he's like, yeah, when people talk about this place, they talk about it like these, like people that come here to do that will wander deep into the woods for seclusion and to think it over and then do it. And this guy's like, no, from what I've seen, like, you don't barely have to go in at all. You go 100 yards to the entrance. Like, the people who are really serious about it will just like, they'll walk out away from the parking lot and just get behind a few trees and then just go. Other people do go deep into those woods, and then they set up like camp, and then they think about it. And these explorers will keep finding abandoned camps, and even that freaks me out. Where all those people's stuff is still there, but like, well, where'd they go? And sometimes the people making the videos will find them. Other times, you know, you have no idea like where those people went or what happened. There was a National Geographic, I think it was Vice did a documentary, and so there was a guy, he's one of the volunteers that goes out every year to try to go through to find and remove corpses, and also to try and find people that are out there to maybe talk them down. And during the documentary, they found a guy sitting in his tent, and we're trying to like make sure he was okay and stuff. But that whole thing just creeps me out. Yeah, the movie was just sort of it was called The Forest, and it was supposed to be set in that forest. But it basically played out like a pretty run-of-the-mill horror type film. I thought it was okay. The general consensus was that it sucked, like that it was terrible. But I was like, nah, it's alright. It just felt very generic. There was another documentary that got under my skin, and it was about the Golden Gate Bridge as a suicide spot. And it was a handful of instances of suicides off the Golden Gate Bridge that were caught on camera. Like, people, just tourists would be there just, like, filming the bridge, and then they'd zoom, like, look and see someone a little ways down, like, hop up on the rails and jump off. And it was about, like, those specific people and learning about who they were. And then the film keeps going, you know, closer and closer to the actual footage of them jumping off of the bridge. So that's like a whole... I think it was all around the same time after I found about Aokigahara, and I fell down that little rabbit hole. Because I think that popped up as another video when I was watching Aokigahara stuff, so I watched that. and that's the sort of thing where it's like... Then it's like 11:30, 12 at night, and my brain's just like, fuck, I'm all fucked up now. Seeing all that stuff and thinking about all that stuff. And again, that stuff... Watching that and getting, like, thinking about that, like, seeing that. I watch a ton of horror movies. Like, I'm pretty jaded to that stuff. But watching those kind of things really get under my skin. And I do watch a lot of true crime videos. And some of those are pretty freaky, too. Yeah, I watch a lot of that stuff. There's some really, really messed up. And it's not that you see all the messed up stuff, but... I get all quiet. I'm getting all quiet and like I'm depressed. No, I'm not depressed. Oh. Okay, now I know what's going on here.
You gotta...
Now, one thing I've learned is that if I actually mute, or if I actually loot these guys, or if another stranger comes along right now, they're gonna go, oh, criminal, murderer, and it's like, well, I think that happened to one of my streams recently, didn't it? It's okay, I'm still gonna loot their asses. Imagination is just as bad if you don't see it. Yeah, sometimes there's stuff where, like, deaths caught on camera, where on YouTube they'll show you like right leading up to it, and then they'll cut to black, or they'll otherwise won't actually show you the thing. Although I've seen a couple videos where they do show you the thing, and yeah, there was a video came out a few years ago that was about just different deaths that were caught on live television. And there were a couple of those that were really creepy to watch. If you don't loot them... Well, that's the thing, is there's a crime system in this game where if people see you committing a crime, they'll become witnesses. And, like, you have to If they get away, then you're wanted. You'll become wanted, and then you can try and track them down to like intimidate them into not ratting you out. But that's the thing that kind of sucks. You'd be riding along like this, like just happened, and these dudes will come out and ambush you. And if you kill them, and then someone comes by while you're still in the area with all the bodies, they'll be like, "Ah, you're a murderer," and then they'll run off to go tattle on you. Yeah, I think you were there for that. Do you remember? Wait, is it? Now I'm not even sure what time it is. I think it's still morning. They come all the way back to camp and it's still morning? You want to become wanted, Brad? Yeah. Maxie. Okay, yeah, I just saw your comment. That one really messed, like, it's hard to watch. Because it shows it. And you can hear, like, everything going on in that guy's head after he does it, too. It's like, it's really disturbing.
It's me, Arthur. You're alive? That's good.
Yeah, no, that's exactly the one. He like calls a press conference, and he'd gotten caught doing some like embezzlement thing, or he did something corrupt. He basically got caught red-handed, and he's trying to maintain this narrative that he'd been framed and that it was the corrupt media and whatever else. But it sounded like he was fucking caught, and so his whole thing was like he was going to do this press conference, and somehow it was supposed to be some big demonstration of his outrage at being innocently accused or whatever. And the plan was like he'd make a statement, and then his assistant would bring up he had a bag, like a paper sack with a gun in it, and he had his assistant bring it to him. The assistant didn't know what was in it, and then he brings the gun out, and then everyone starts freaking out, and when he sees everyone else freaking out, the congressman, the politician dude, whatever he is, his politician, he starts freaking out even more.
Mr. Morgan, I've noticed you've stopped paying into the box.
Are you gonna bitch about that now?
I'm sort of busy, Miss Grimshaw.
Well, we all need to eat, Mr. Morgan.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you.
I've invested like $3,000 into this camp. I've upgraded everything. We even have a damn chicken coop now because of me. And I don't put the money in the box for like 4 days and you're getting on my ass? Here, I gotta find, I think I need to turn in my portion of that animal skin.
There you are.
Sure.
It was here.
What?
He had it all the time. Mr. Miller, he'll never let you down. It's so simple. Even you'd get it, Arthur.
Well, thank you.
What matters? What's always mattered?
Surviving.
The result, not the means, which I guess is sort of the same thing. We'll survive. We'll keep moving forward. Maybe we'll leave the West far behind.
And do what?
Give it time. Look.
I just remembered we were supposed to have groceries delivered, and I haven't even checked. They were supposed to come like an hour ago. Hold on, I need to see. I need to see if they're sitting out in the heat right now. That's right, John. Yeah, calm down. Chauncey, calm down. Sometimes I gotta leave the room. Yeah, it's okay. Sometimes I gotta leave the room, Chauncey. It's bedtime for you anyway. That's why you're probably extra crabby. Good night. Good night, Chauncey. Sheesh. Oh yeah, she loses her shit. Especially if she's, sometimes she's chill, but other times when I leave the room, she just flips out. She was freaking out because I left the room, and she was feeling. If she's chill, she's like, yeah, whatever. But sometimes she's in a mood when she's in like a, I don't know. I think birds have a lot more emotional complexity than we think. She's in the right mood. If I leave the room, like, it's very upsetting to her. So looks like we got stuff delivered though. So my wife must have got it.
The birds. Look at the beasts. Copy what the best ones do.
Morning, Arthur.
My lady.
Yeah, no, she's very bonded to me, and she does trip out. She freaks out. Give all debts. There we go. Your share. Here, we'll give some money. I'm gonna throw a 50 in there. And look at here, I'll show you the ledger too. You can see what other people are giving, and you'll know why I'm pissed off about them getting on my shit about it. Check the ledger here. All right. Oh, looks like there's Arthur 20. Arthur 84 cents. Trelawney $8.30. Okay, there's me, $1,000, and then all those expenditures. Next page, $354.
God, stop giving me that lost puppy look.
And the other people, $4.78, 40 cents, 15 cents, $7.
Isn't it? I have never known a woman with so many needs.
Oh, jeez, you guys, come
You
on.
don't know the first thing about a woman's needs.
How selfish are you? Are you even aware of the price on my head? The pressures I'm under?
If you'd only talk to me, I could help. I want to help you, Dutch, but there's this wall.
You can help by leaving me alone so I can actually think for once.
You're a bastard, Dutch Vanderland.
Yeah, so they're all donating like 12 cents and shit, and then I'm dropping like $1,000 at a time, and they're like, "You haven't given to the donation box lately." Screw you. I pretty much paid for this entire camp. Right? You can get off my shit. Don't tell me I didn't give my share. The bird likes my new commitment to playing video games.
Could use a slug of whiskey in this.
Maybe after lunch, hey?
All right. I think we've spent enough time. Let me check the. I'm gonna see if the chili pot. No, there's no chili.
Ladies?
I'm still confused by this lawman look.
Oh yeah. Can I take the badge off? I can't even remember. Hey, puppy!
Come here.
It's a camp dog.
Here we are, another day older.
And definitely not wiser.
I don't know. Is that his name, Kevin? Or is Kevin's chili some kind of a slang for something terrible?
Well, I'm gonna crack like a sausage if I don't move.
No, it's Charles's chili.
You okay?
I don't know who Kevin is. I don't know what Kevin's chili is. Is that the South Park reference?
Is it true about the bad luck?
Or that it was made from his
What
parents?
bad luck?
Oh,
I
Kevin!
just broke
Okay.
my pocket mirror, and I remember me old ma saying that a broken mirror means 7 years bad luck.
7 years? We won't see 7 years out.
I might
Don't
have
be
a mirror.
ridiculous. But if I find a mirror on my adventures, I'll bring it back for you.
Thank you, Arthur.
I'm gonna check with her right now because I might actually have a mirror on my person.
Anyway, I won't disturb you.
Whatever you say.
Do I not have a mirror? Oh, I guess I know. Well, I'll keep an eye out then. I don't remember what was up with Kevin's chill either from The Office. I remember he ends up spilling it all over the place.
Boy.
Let's see, what other terrible, horrible things have I seen on YouTube that I could bring up? Like, seriously, I still, all the time, I watch, all the time I watch true crime stuff. I've enjoyed occasionally seeing videos of people, like, camping and getting the shit scared out of them while they're camping. Like, people getting scared while they're camping is kind of interesting, except sometimes it seems like they're maybe staging it a little bit, and I have to really believe they're scared. Then I'm like, oh, that'd be. I think about being out in the wilderness, something spooky's going on outside. You're bored of true crime? Yeah.
Morning. Hey there.
There's a lot of it, and they're getting longer. Oh, you're asking if Maxie, I think you said, do I watch the ones that... Are you talking about JCS? And now there's all the JCS inspired. Jim Can't Swim. That really big one came out with long form analysis, and then they quit, basically. I think they put a ton of work into a handful of videos, and then they got demonetized, and they said, fuck this, and they just stopped making videos. But now there's a ton of other channels that are doing the same thing they were. But like, some of them are several hours of interrogation footage with usually with some degree of analysis. You has to stop for a while when you drove here across country? What? Because it was getting to you. Oh, use of crime binges. Sorry. I didn't piece together all of your Well, the thing that happens too is when you start watching it, YouTube will fill all of your it'll fill your entire all of your feed will suddenly be true crime all over the place. So then it's like, oh yeah, I'll watch that one. No, I'll watch that one. True crime plus long overnight. Yeah, I can see that. Oh, I think that's our guy right there. Yeah, we're supposed to be not causing trouble in here, in this town.
What you want?
You okay?
Do I look okay?
It's like a dirty
No.
Mark Twain.
You look awful.
Awful. Look at me. Useless. I wasn't born to this. I didn't deserve this. I used to be a gentleman. Jeremiah Compson. Compson's stead.
Good for you, if that's anything to boast about.
They took everything from me.
Who did?
They.
And what did they take?
My whole life. A whole way of living, a career.
I stole a lot of things, but that's quite a lot to steal.
Look at me here. Living in the shit and in the mud.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
My old house. The house my grandfather built. It's all dilapidated and destroyed. repossessed by the bank.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I was supposed to live a different life.
Me too.
If only I could get my old things back. Personal mementos, a watch, old pistol, my ledger.
Where's this house again?
Compson Stead, north of Scarlet Meadows. Bank says I can't go near it. I'm living rough over by Harris Field.
Well, if I'm ever out that way, I'll see what I can do.
Time is hell.
All right. I think I did this one too when I played a couple years ago. Yeah, but there's some of those things that there's some crazy stuff that happens though. I mean, for me, the true crime is it's not like a morbid fascination with just hearing the gruesome details of a death. It's more like the scenarios, some of the really bizarre scenarios. Oh, what's... Alright, that dude's house is up here. So wait, what's this? That's a collection thing. Oh, so that wasn't the dude I had to collect from. That was someone else. Okay, I'm gonna go do the collection one too. Ah, my horse needs carrot. Oh, is that my last wild carrot?
There you go.
I can't use weapons in town though, so hopefully they'll be cooperative and just give me the money.
Looking to sell your wares to the film of the Aztec was pure evil, but... Oh, yeah?
Oh, whoops! Okay, that was an awkward stop. Okay.
Mister?
Fine morning.
I'll just park my horse right there.
Still don't look quite right.
Oh, whoops, didn't mean to get all violent on the door there.
I ain't never gonna get the hang of this.
Gwen Hughes? Start picking out a box for yourself if you don't got that money you owe Leopold Strauss.
I don't... I need more time.
Doesn't everybody? That casket for you? Or you want another?
Wait. I can get it for you. But, come with me to the churchyard.
Uh-oh.
And stay close.
Why do I...
Alright.
Why don't you tell me what's
this
up?
Ain't right. I mean, I'll get you your money, but, well, you'll see.
What ain't right is borrowing money you can't pay back.
I guess you're correct, but, this, it ain't exactly right, what we're doing.
You ain't the first to put his hand in the collection box, and you won't be the last. Rests a little easier knowing church has been taking more than they need off poor folks since time began.
Well, like I said, well, the morality of the matter is a little more confusing than that.
I don't remember what happened here.
Okay. You head on in the church, I'll keep watch.
Well, it ain't in there. It's under here. I'm digging up Mrs. Claypole.
Jesus!
She got a bunch of jewels in there that she don't need.
What? Why am I involved?
Oh, damn it. There's a bunch of people here. Oh, I got it. Look, you clear them off, and I'll wait right around here. But don't hurt nobody. We don't want no fuss.
Why is this becoming my problem to get the money?
Don't be shy. Ain't no one around.
Just...
You two might want to find somewhere a little more private.
We was fine until you got here, mister. Good day now.
I don't think so.
Get out of here, kids. Move!
Come on.
I knew we shouldn't have been here.
You missed your chance, boy.
Yep, he was just about to... He's just about to get it on, but till I came along, ruined everything. Alright.
Ma'am, would you mind clearing out of here for some maintenance work?
Oh, gladly. It's about time this place got cleaned up.
Alright. Alright, let's take up some folks. Yeah, I did, that was a pretty significant cock block. I won't lie.
It's all clear.
All right. Now go watch the gate. I'll get to this exhumation.
All right, just
I'm sorry, ma'am. The church grounds are closed for maintenance work.
Well, it's about time, too. The place was in need of some care and attention.
all right. Reminds me of my days as security officer. Got to keep an eye out for kids jumping the fence with their skateboards. Really soured you on true crime was a transition of a couple of people you like, formerly you like who formerly dumb spooky you like the dumb spooky content? Okay, hold on. These guys.
Sure would.
These guys probably gonna be trouble.
Yep. Hey, look, we're closed for some excavation work. Would you mind?
No, I ain't gonna mind you at all. You carry on with your business, we'll carry on with ours. This fella. Oh,
damn choir boy.
Get the hell out of this churchyard. Are you boys
I
gonna
think I'm
need
gonna get in a
yourselves
fight.
preacher?
you hear this fella?
I heard him all right.
We're gonna lick you, bastard! You...
You gonna get it? Still think you're tough? Shit. Hope this hole's dug.
Oh man, no, I don't want to wear this hat. I like my hat. Alright, are we done yet? I'm gonna end up getting arrested. I'm not supposed to cause any trouble in this town. What does this look like? It looks like trouble to me.
All right, well, here's your payment. Oh, forgive me, Mrs. Claypole.
What you find?
Well, she had a brooch here. It looks like diamonds.
Well, this'll do. Now get out of here before someone sees you.
Alright, let's get the hell out of here.
Can't believe it's come to this.
Yeah, I'm way ahead of you, brother. Here, I just realized I'm a little bit peckish. Dumb fake ghost videos, the urban legend type stories. I like those sometimes, but most of the time it just seems like I don't know. It's again that situation where if it's something that I just can't find myself buying into, then usually sometimes there's stuff that'll creep me out. Stuff that's like unexplainable or mysterious, but some of those I don't know. Unless you like it for the cheese value on some of those.
Just heard Jenny.
Don't expect anything else from this shithole.
You do like the cheese? Oh, what's going on up here? There's a lot going on in this town. What's happening now?
Why, welcome, partner.
Who's
First
saying
time?
please don't go?
How's your luck?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Madam?
How do you do?
Hard rain the other day washed out most of the Wilson clan's crops. Yeah, they'll have almost nothing to...
So medicine man? I know there's a quest about like a tonic salesman or something. I guess just a side quest.
You okay there, mister?
You need me to move?
Move?
Am I sitting in the wrong place?
Excuse me?
No, I didn't mean any offense, sir. Please.
I don't get your meaning.
I'm very sorry, sir. You have yourself a fine day, and I apologize for any offense I may have inadvertently caused.
What are you drinking, mister?
Nothing, sir. Nothing at all.
Why are you acting so strange?
I don't mean to. I'm sorry for any offense.
How could you have offended me?
I have no idea. But I had no idea how I offended the last fellas. And they stole my wagon on account of my impudence.
Stole your wagon for back check?
They didn't like my medical practice, I suppose. I was helping folk.
And that wasn't popular?
I was undercutting the competition. Or I was too colored. Or I was irritating in nature. Or I was some know-it-all, big city slicker here to demean some good old boys of my fine words. The exact variety of my sins was the source of some conjecture, so they undercut me.
That ain't very nice.
That was my impression. Still, compared to the gutting, castration, defenestration, and crucifixion they offered me, I felt I got off lightly.
Imaginative bunch.
Yes.
But...
no great love of my medical practice. Too free with my wisdom and services.
Which way they go?
Down the road, that away.
Stay here.
I'm sort of forced to. Please, don't go to any trouble on my account.
Too late.
Mm-hmm.
Are you looking for that fellow's wagon? I heard him say they was taking it to McComb's Inn.
Okay, thanks. Time to go, boy.
All right, where's that? McComb's End. Yep. Poor guy's just at the wrong place at the wrong time. And that place is being in a small southern town in the 1800s. I guess this is maybe like the early 90s, like 1901 or something. Got to keep an eye out for carrots for my horse. Say 1899. I know it's right at the turn of the century there. I feel like I'm riding by a ton. I gotta be riding by a ton of stuff. Yeah, I'm trying to think of some of the true crime stuff. I have a few that I've seen a few different creators cover. What's her name? Dippolito? You guys heard that one? About the woman that tried to hire someone, like a hitman, to kill her husband. But it was an undercover cop, so they staged this whole thing where they staged his death, and then she came home and they had like police tape all over the house and everything. and they're trying to pretend like he got killed, and she's all like acting like, oh my god, I can't believe it, and blah blah blah. And then so they take her to interrogate her, and they're basically they bring in the hitman, and they're like, do you recognize this guy? And she's like, no, I've never seen him before in my life. And then within about 5 minutes, they're like, yeah, that dude, the hitman, he's a cop. We got everything recorded. You said you're 1,000% sure you want, because the guy's like, are you sure you want me to go through with this? Because there's no turning back after this. He's like, I'm 1,000% sure. And she denies it the whole time. She's like, it wasn't me. And then the husband, she gets talking to the husband, who's already heard the recording of her hiring the hitman. And she's trying to give him a guilt trip for not helping her. Like, oh, that lady, oh my god. Oh wait, I think I saw some stuff over here. Oh, no. I thought these were, like, pickup herbs, but they're not. I think that was one of the most interesting ones, watching her interrogation. Yeah, I see Maxie and Joss, you've seen that one. Watching Casey Anthony's interviews is another one that's like really, I think, frustrating to watch. She's such a liar, and it's frustrating because, you know, she got off the hook, and when you watch the way that she interacted with the cops, it's like, oh my god, she is so guilty, and she so doesn't give a shit. Some of those high profile cases are interesting once you get to see that behind the scenes stuff, like the actual tapes of the what was the name of that girl that killed her boyfriend? He was a Mormon, and she was like a super stalker, and she killed him in his bathroom, and then kept lying about, but she got convicted. I can't remember her name. I'm sure you guys all know that one. She's super famous. It's a super famous case. Oh, hold on now. I think this is like just a very... Oh, these are the guys that took that guy's wagon. The concern... well, she converted for him, supposedly. Yeah, Maxie, that's the one. Oh my god. Yeah, the lawyer, that was how he tried to introduce reasonable doubt, was by helping her concoct this huge story about how the father molested her or some shit. Do I have to wait for him to shoot first? All right, let's get... Oh, hold on, get around there. Where's the scoped one? Oh no! Alright, well screw it. Somehow I left the scoped one. Come on, poke your little head out. Alright, horse. Springfield. Alright, I gotta run back here and get my preferred weapon.
Shit!
Where are they at? Poke your head out. Or I'll shoot your damn arm. Alright, this is stupid.
If you done, boys, I'll go.
All right, I'm gonna loot these guys. Some rando's gonna walk up and go, murderer, thief. Oh, the mom recanted. I forgot about that. I mean, I don't know if there was other sketchy shit going on with the family. Like if they tried to cover it up first, and then she wouldn't turn herself in, and then they. I mean, there's some. I'm not 100% sure that the family didn't have some role in it, but really what it's overall seems like to me is that she did it. But I think there's a possibility that her family may have given her some cover for a while and then went back on it. Hey, Justin, man, what's up, man? But yeah, so that's like another example where it's just really interesting to hear some of like see that more behind the scenes stuff. There's one guy that wanted to be a filmmaker and he was obsessed with the show Dexter. And so he wrote a script about being a filmmaker turned serial killer. And then he hired he tried to hire actors through Craigslist. But he was actually trying to, like, it was a cover for him to actually become a serial killer in real life. That was his plan. He thought he was being super clever. Because if there's ever any evidence, he would just be like, oh, that was just like that's the fake blood. Oh yeah, of course I have all these weapons. I want to make a movie about serial killers. Yeah, when she told them they worked at Universal Studios, and she actually took them to Universal Studios, and she's walking by, like, the people that work there, pretending like she recognizes them. She's like, oh, hey, Jim, hey, Bob. She's walking by people, and, like, no one knows she never worked there before. No one knows who the fuck she was. Or, I don't know, did she work there, like, for a week, 6 years earlier or something? And then they're, like, inside the building where the employees are, and then they get to the end of a hallway, and then finally she's like, okay, I never worked here. Like, she just admits it, and they're like, why'd you lie? She's like, I don't know. And or she would just completely change the subject. Like, it was just insane watching how slippery she was, but it was, like, completely nonsensical. It's not like she was fooling anybody at all. She's like, you know, we need to get to the truth. She's like, yeah, totally. The truth is so important. So we need to know why you told us that you worked here. And she'd just be like, yeah, because you really need to get to the bottom of this. Yeah, that's something where I'm like, oh my god. What a horror. I wonder. Like, I think anybody would have to be out of their goddamn mind to even get in a relationship with her. Because she's someone that's pretty much shown. Like, if she's decides she's done with somebody, it's like, oh, she'll just kill you and then lie about it later. So, you see, yeah, for any time, instead of just ghosting you, if you're dating her and she decides she wants to hook up with someone else, instead of just ghosting you, she'll kill your ass because it's just like more convenient for her. Oh, she was incredibly pathological liar. Like she'd be sitting there just lying in their faces, and they know she's lying, and she would know that they know, and she'd still be pretending like, oh yeah, totally, yeah, the truth is so important. This is another asshole. No, we're getting into town. I think we're getting to the point where I'm not allowed to get my weapon out. Yeah, she would just lie about the weirdest little things. She invented this whole thing about this housekeeper she made up, not housekeeper, babysitter. She made up a babysitter and for weeks was telling everybody, oh, she's with Zoraida or whatever. She's with the babysitter. And the babysitter ran off with her. Like, turns out that person flat out just didn't exist. Oh yeah, Zenaida or Zoraida or whatever. I forget what the name was she made up. Just flat out, just make it up. Oh, you know the one the more recent one that probably got me the most riled up is the Lori and Chad Daybell. Holy shit.
You know this fella,
That is some crazy stuff. Alright, there's a lot of wagon traffic today.
Oh, look who it is. I did not count on seeing that wagon again. Nor you, for that matter.
Only people you won't be seeing are the folks that took it.
I take it they aren't the only ignorant bullying clodhoppers in these parts. But I can live in glorious hope. Now, it wasn't a trouble now, was it?
No, it was a pleasure.
Well, let me give you something for your pleasure. What we got here.
It's a drug dealer?
This. Provide a man a tincture, he'll be well for a day. Teach him to make one, he might be well a while longer.
I'll make sure to try and make this. Thank you.
Thank you. It won't work for anything chronic, but you may not need it to. Well, if you see me on my travels and you're in need of something, make sure you come and say hello.
Travel safe now.
Nice. All right. Yeah, and then she did this whole, I think she was dancing in the nightclub like the day that she killed her daughter. Well, that's one thing, is it's not 100% that she killed her daughter, or if the daughter accidentally died and then she was just like, oh, okay, yay. Yeah, I don't, it's sort of hard to know. It seems like, if she didn't actively do it, she at the very least was very happy that it happened. Because first thing she did was she's out partying and then she got a tattoo that said "beautiful life," and she's all posting to social media about there's so many my life just opened up. There's so many possibilities for me now. Yeah, I sort of kind of agree. That's right. She did look up a bunch of stuff, basically how to kill my daughter without being caught.
Hey, mister.
How do you do, sir?
How's it going?
Quite well, thank you.
Good. All the best now.
You take care now.
I'm looking for my mate Gavin.
Oh, wait. Who's looking for Gavin?
Somebody help me.
All right, I'm coming, brother.
Yep.
Come.
I've lost my friend. Somebody help me, please.
It wasn't exactly this. He searched for that, but it was pretty close. How long do I have to hold a child underwater till they die? That sort of thing. And then oh, look what happened a week later. She drowned. Whoopsie.
Has anyone seen Gavin?
Evening.
Listen, have you seen... I'm looking for my friend, Gavin.
I don't know any Gavins, I'm afraid.
English bloke. Lovely fella. He went missing, and now I'm all alone.
Good luck.
All right, where's his friend Gavin?
That's too bad.
Well... Yeah, and the thing about that is, like, she looked so guilty. And then she got off. Like, they got her not guilty.
Oh, I am so worried.
And I think that's the worst part about that is how guilty she looked. So I remember when that was unfolding, I was worried that they were, like, I felt like she was guilty, but I was like, yeah, there's a good chance that she's gonna get off. Because if they can't flat out, like, there's a lot of circumstantial evidence and then her just acting really fucked up and acting like a terrible person. But was she guilty beyond a reasonable doubt is the criminal standard. And, like, from a strictly legal point of view, I was like, there are probably some narratives that you could come up with that, like, for example, that the daughter, she didn't kill the daughter, but the daughter fell into the pool. And then, you know, whatever. But there's all sorts of really shady evidence, too. But the Lori Daybell case, holy shit. You guys know about that, right? The cult mom? This is a lady who's in the, she's in the Church of Latter-day Saints. She's Mormon. And she gets involved with this guy, Chad Daybell. He's a guy that writes, like, end-of-the-world adventure novels. It's sort of like the Left Behind for Mormons. Except the whole premise that he believes in is that he is, like, the prophet that's going to usher people in the end times. And so she falls madly in love with this guy. And she's already married. And she got 2 kids. No, I do not want to read Left Behind. No, thank you. That's not what I wanted. I wanted to go up to this guy's house. That's right. No, hold on. So, and she's separated from her husband, but she starts getting in this cult where she thinks, like, she's the reincarnation, that this guy's the reincarnation of Joseph Smith and she's the reincarnation of one of his wives, and that they're supposed to, like, lead the world in these end times, and that anyone that doesn't believe them is possessed by evil spirits. So she starts getting in this thing where she's telling her husband's name's Charles. And she starts to tell him stuff like, your name isn't really Charles, it's Ed, and you're possessed by an evil spirit called Ed.
It's the no-count took the bell. Blow him to hell.
What the fuck?
You're a marked man in the state of Lemoyne. You're gonna die in a place.
All right, hold on.
Hey.
I have the bitters, miracle tonic, snake oil. Oh, I'm almost out of snake oil. Do I not have just regular?
Open up on him!
Time is the one that does my dead eye. So, so the first thing that happens is she's sort of been like seeing this guy. She's on this podcast, these special like fringe podcasts about the end of the world, whatever, like the warriors of the end of the world. And so her husband's coming in town to check on the kids because they live in separate states now. The husband comes into town and then he goes to the house where she's at, and her brother's this real like shady dude. There's 911 call. Suddenly it's like, oh, my husband came to the house, and it was a house he was paying for her to live in with the kids. He came to my house and went crazy, so my brother had to shoot him. So the husband's dead. And then the Chad Daybell, the prophet dude, all of a sudden shit starts happening around him. Like his wife complained that like somebody shot at her one day. I think she was the one that said someone shot at her. And then after a few weeks, she dies in her sleep. It's like, oh, and then like the husband's like, quick, cremate her. But I don't know if she got buried or not, but like all of a sudden she's dead just a few weeks later. And then Lori and Chad, right after that, go on this like, they get married immediately and go on a honeymoon in Hawaii. And they're there, and she's gone for like 2 months, and no one knows where the two kids are. But she has like a 17 or 18-year-old daughter and like an 8 or 10-year-old autistic son. And all the friends and family are like, what happened to your kids? Where are your kids? And she's like, they're fine. And then, but no one knows where they are. So eventually, like she gets ordered by the court to produce her children. And she's just like, I think maybe that's when she fled to Hawaii or whatever. And then, so I think eventually she gets put in jail. And then they get some sort of a warrant to look at Chad Daybell's property. Because they had on a hunch that there was maybe some weird shit buried on his property, in his yard. And so they're digging around this certain area, and they have a recording of him talking to her in jail. Like, sounded all freaked out, like, yeah, they're digging in my yard. And she's like, oh, are you okay? He's like, no. It's all recorded, so he doesn't want to say anything. Of course, they find both of the kids' bodies in his backyard. And there's all this stuff later where, leading up to it, Lori Daybell was telling other people, like, I think my son is possessed by one of those zombie spirits. I think my daughter is possessed by one of those zombie spirits. Essentially, she wanted to hook up with Mr. Crazy Pants, false cult leader, and anyone who was an inconvenience to her desire to, like, F this dude, she suddenly was like, oh, the prophecies have spoken, and they are possessed of the evil spirits, and suddenly they die. And then after all that happened, her brother, who kept being associated with, like, he was always one of the last people that, like, he took the kids out, and then no one ever saw him again. So they're thinking he was doing all this shit for her, like he was her hitman. And then he dies. He just suddenly, as he's home and he falls in the bathroom and he's like dead. And I guess there was some statements that Lori was saying before that about like when she was threatening her husband, she's like, I have ways to make you die and make it look like a natural causes. So they're both in jail now. They're still awaiting trial. But it's one of those cases where the more detail you hear about it, the more it's like, oh my God, that is just really fucking infuriating. I hope they don't let her go. Oh no, no probable cause. You guys really, you haven't heard of the Daybell case? Yeah, you gotta look that shit up. They've got some pretty good summaries of it. It's one of the most bizarre and just, I don't know, just troubling, odd cases ever.
Steady. Easy, fella. What cargo you bringing through here? Easy there. I'm trying to get these supplies to the federal building. It's on the knee.
Federal ain't got no
And I think the
authority
thing that is the most jarring too is you can see the way she holds herself, like when she's confronted and when she's been arrested and everything else, and she just got this nose in the air, like I am the princess of the world, and everyone bowed to me. She has this kind of like air about her. Where is that? Did I miss it? Okay, no. If I could remember which videos I saw, there were some pretty good videos. Hold on, I think I'm gonna... I don't think I have anything to cook. I need... Oh, I don't have... It says I have 3 of 3. Where were they when I was looking? There was a special snake oil. Recipe not known. Okay. Potent snake oil. Did I already have all that stuff? Bunch of damn horse medicine. Oh, there's the potent snake oil. All right, I was just looking in the wrong place. And I think this other one that I only had a couple of is stuff that you buy in the stores. Special snake oil. Okay. So, and there's some really kind of weird, interesting footage of seeing like her being interrogated after her husband is killed. And she's just acting like it was nothing. She's just like talking about like, oh, you know how husbands are, that type of attitude. Like, oh, you know how exes are. It's like, dude just was shot and killed in your living room. You're just gonna be like, oh, he was so annoying, you know? You know how exes are. That type. She didn't use those words exactly, but that was her kind of mentality when she was being interviewed. Like, oh, he was such a pain in the ass. Sort of like good riddance, but it's like, fuck. Alright, we're gonna sleep. Oh, is it like morning already? I can't even progress towards morning. I must be like right there. Alright, never mind then. Like the Arizona guy you mentioned here, did I miss that? I think I might have missed the Arizona guy. Unless we're talking about the dude, the other Mormon guy, whose girlfriend killed him in the bathroom. Oh, Chris Watts! Okay, yeah. I know about Chris Watts. That is some really just like, oh, I met a new girl that I like. But I'm married. What am I gonna do? It's like, and for him, it was more like, because he was perceived as this like super awesome family man. And so somehow it was easier for him to try to, like, he thought, I don't know what he thought, how he thought it was going to work out, but he thought it'd be easier to kill them than to tarnish his reputation by leaving them or something. I mean, it's just some real, like, are you fucking serious? The fact that some people are like that is freaky. My wife knows I watch all this stuff, and I'm always like, if we ever need to get a divorce, please just divorce me. Don't, you know, and I promise if I ever feel like it's time for, like, if this is not working out or whatever, we're going to end it with paperwork, not strangulation. Yeah, and wasn't he like, he drove them out there and he killed them one at a time, like in his truck. He killed one and then went back to the other one and killed the next one. Some really, yeah, really sick. That was a real famous one too. What a hassle. Yeah, Joss is like, yeah, no, I see where this guy's coming from. What a hassle. And then people are gonna take sides. She'll probably convince everyone that he's an asshole. And they're gonna make him feel bad. It's just much better if they're just like, oh, they're just dead. I don't know what happened. Yeah, he was one of those. Was it that he just talked so much and that the police started seeing like inconsistencies and they pushed him on it and he cracked? I forget how he ended up admitting it. There was that one Canadian, he was like the commander of an Air Force base in Canada. And he had this habit where he would sneak into he'd break into women's houses and like sniff their underwear. And like one of them caught him doing it. And so he abducted her and took her to like his weekend house. He's married too. He took him to like his weekend house and like sexually tortured her for a few days and then murdered her and like dragged her, left her out in some field somewhere. Where are you going, buddy? And I forget when they interviewed him if I think they already found evidence, like his tire treads, or they found some evidence to tie him to it. But this woman was like she was staff at the Air Force base that he was in charge of. And so they brought him in under the pretense of just, you know, him being responsible for the base. This is one of the people he was responsible for, and just to see if he had any information about it. And it starts becoming clear after a while that, yeah, okay, Joss, you know that one. You've seen that one. And it starts becoming evident that he's the suspect, and he sort of at first is a little bit indignant. And the interesting thing about that is they start dropping more and more stuff that make him realize, like, oh shit, they caught me. And the way that they got him to confess everything is they convinced him that it would be easier on his wife. Like, they would avoid the media circus and stuff if he just came clean. And it would be... His concern was that, like, somehow he could control the narrative or somehow control how his wife... Like, he thought... I don't know. But that was his whole thing, is he thought somehow if he owned up to it that he could make it less... He can make it like a less jarring... I don't know if he thought they could hide what he really did or what he thought was going to do it, but they convinced him that they could help him make it less of a circus for his wife. Well, with stuff like his boot prints and tire tracks from his car, like there was some certain solid evidence that linked him to it, but it didn't prove that he killed anyone. Yeah, guy, what's his name? Russell something or other? That's an interesting one. Oh, there was one, his name is Steven something or other. He was a law student. And he lived, like, just off campus, like in student housing right across the street from the law school. And the building he lived in he had a crush on his neighbor that was in his law school class. And they'd finished law school, they're going through the bar period, and she was about to move away. And all of a sudden, she disappears. And so there's like media, the police and media come to like the apartments where they lived, and they're interviewing this guy. And he's like, yeah, gee, no one knows where she was. And man, she's just the nicest person. And I don't know why anyone would ever want to hurt her. Now, she wasn't Asian. This is a white girl. I don't know why anyone would want to hurt her. And we're just hoping that, you know, they find her and that she's okay. And then the interviewer is like, he's like, or the interviewer was like, yeah, I think the police, do you know anything about the police reported they just found parts of her body in the dumpster behind the building? And he was like, body? And he just, his whole face collapsed and he goes dead-faced. And he's like, I need to sit down. And he went and like sat down. He became completely unresponsive. And it was based on that interview where the police are like, oh, something's fucked up with this guy. And, was she, I don't think in this case, I don't think she was a foreign exchange student. There was some guy who killed a girl, then constantly posted on some website saying how worried and cooperative he was. This particular story, it all unfolded in a matter of days. But the thing that was interesting about this guy is he gets in this interview and he just goes completely dead-faced. Like he's like a zombie. And he's sitting there and the cop's like, were you there at your house last weekend? He's like, yes. Or when was the last time you saw her? I don't know. And then they're like, well, look at me when you talk. And then the guy looks up and like locks eyes with him and just stays completely frozen for like 2 hours. Just completely, like, it's just the weirdest interrogation. The way this guy's body language is. I think the reason it sticks out of my mind is there's a smaller true crime channel called True Crime Loser. The guy's a comedian, and he doesn't show any clips. It's all just him talking. Like he reviews and he spends like hours talking about these different cases, but he reenacts them and it's kind of entertaining. And so they keep talking about how these detectives are trying to, yeah. You know what? Now I'm curious to remember what this guy's name was. Let's see. Stephen McDaniel. That's his name.
I'll wear a mask, fact, and then he'll have no choice to be like, it's like when I hear a sports team being interviewed like a boxer or something. And
This guy, this True Crime Loser, does like just a discussion and analysis of it. It's kind of hilarious. I guess these guys keep trying to like shame him, and every time they ask him something, they're just trying to get him to react. And there's just stuff like, Steven, we went into your apartment and there was dirty laundry everywhere. When's the last time you did your laundry? He's like, it's been a couple of weeks. Why, Steven, why? Why don't you do your laundry? That's dirty, Steven. Like, they're just trying anything they can to try to get him to, like, get a rise out of him. No, this one, they definitely found the body. And I don't know that he's gone to trial yet. I don't think they ever got him to confess. But they pretty much had all the evidence. Like this guy had a master key. Somehow he ended up with a master key for the apartment complex. So he was breaking into everyone's room, stealing, like he'd go in and steal random shit. And he was obsessed with her. And so he'd actually, like a couple days before she disappeared, she was telling her friends, like, yeah, I think there's, like, she saw evidence that someone had been in her apartment, like, well, either while she was out or while she was sleeping or something. And there's video of him, like, filming her through a crack in her curtains from outside, like, shooting, like, covert videos of her and stuff. and they found like he'd stolen some of her underwear and cut eye holes in it like a mask. Like the dude was just like he totally did it. But I don't know what's better, the true crime the series of videos that this true crime loser guy did, or the actual interrogation's pretty interesting. Like there's some videos that actually show the the news interview with him when he finds out that they found the body, because it was supposed to be something like the way he planned it. The trash was like he knew exactly when the dumpsters were empty. The trash was supposed to be gone at certain times, and then it turned out for some reason the trash people didn't come that day. So that stuff he thought he did the perfect crime, and that stuff wasn't supposed to be there anymore. And so when he found out that they discovered her body parts in there, he's like, what body? It's not funny, but it's just like a weird case. I think, you know what? I think I'm done playing. I'll still hang out a bit, and I'm like, I don't want to get involved in like another quest right now. I need to think about moving towards winding down. But yeah, so this guy, this true crime loser guy, that thing about the interrogators yelling at him, going, "Why, Stephen? Why?" That's his sign off now in videos. Like it's like a year or two later. And his sign off is like doing a little salute, and he's like, "Until next time, why, Stephen, why?" Yes, the time for. Oh, hold on. No. Do I want to quit? No. I have to save. I think it. I'm not exactly sure how the save works in here, but. Now we're good at it. Oh, damn it. Click no instead. Yeah, there we go. How do I get over here? There we go. Do I not have the damn chat in here anymore? Oh, there it is. Okay. Just disappeared already. They changed it up quite a bit. I got briefly excited because there's a new hunting game franchise that came out a few weeks ago that had some interesting elements to it, but then it actually released, and it sounds like it's, I don't know, maybe it'll be better later, but it sounds like it's not very good. But Hunter Call of the Wild is kind of cool. Gator hunting. Oh, gee. Hold on. Is this music super loud? I never know anymore. I feel like I can't trust my headset to tell me when something is loud or not loud. Then I'll look back at the video later and I'll be like, yeah, the whole time I was talking, no one could barely hear anything I was saying because the Willy Wonka music was too noisy. Let's see. What was that new hunting game called? Is it Way of the Hunter? Yeah, I think it's called Way of the Hunter. Sounds like it's not quite done baking yet, but sounded like it could be. If they iron it out, it could be kind of interesting. It's supposed to be a bit more realistic in terms of how animals spawn and exist on the map, as opposed to, like, I know in Call of the Wild, sometimes like you'll see the animal spawn happening right in front of you, and also you can't, Like in this one, supposedly, if you can get a scope or something to look far enough, you can see a critter off like a half-mile away. And I know Hunter Call of the Wild is like, after a couple 100 yards or something, it's sort of like the animals don't exist anymore. Or at least maybe just graphically they don't pop in. But someone was talking about this new hunting game, and I remember thinking like, oh, they talked about some of the stuff that like the spawn in and stuff that I occasionally found immersion breaking when I was playing Call of the Wild. When I hear this dude saying, why, Staben, why? Here, I can at least show you the that interview though, that news interview. I think I can show that without it being like a copyright strike. That's the news, right? Here, we'll just in case I'll go to the theater view. Hey, welcome to Backdoor Gaming, guys. Let's see, do I have a display capture? Okay. Oh, okay, I see what's happening. Oh, they got new stuff on the interface here. That's interesting. Computer background.
WGXA first interviewed McDaniel the day after Lauren Giddings was reported missing in June of 2011.
Hopefully I don't get
Reporter
strike
Michelle
for this.
Casada found him standing outside the apartment building where he and Giddings had lived, and that we now know was the scene of the crime. He talks about joining Giddings' friends to look for his law school classmate and how they entered her apartment to see if there was anything wrong. It was also the first time McDaniel found out that a portion of Lauren Giddings' body had been recovered by police from the dumpster where he had put it. Knowing now that McDaniel had murdered
I
and
want to see the
dismembered
interview,
Giddings,
though.
the interview provides a glimpse inside the mind of a killer as he builds his story and
Yeah,
his alibi.
sword
Take a look.
collection.
Person that was living there? Yeah, Lauren was my neighbor. We're just trying to find out where she is at this point. I mean, no one has seen her since Saturday. I mean, the last time anyone heard from her was an email that she sent out, and no one's heard from her since.
Did you see her hang out with anyone at the time or anything like that?
I mean, no one has seen her since Saturday. I haven't seen anything. I mean, you always hear noise outside, but it's just people walking by pretty much.
And she just recently graduated from Mercer?
Yeah, she and I we were both JD students. We graduated back in May.
What kind of person was she? I mean, what did you see her?
I mean, she's as nice as can be. I mean, very personable, very much a people person.
Do you know any enemies she might have had, somebody that might want to hurt her?
No, we don't know where she is. I mean, the only thing we can think is that maybe she went out running and someone snatched her. Because I mean, we went over. One of her friends had a key. We went inside and tried to see if there was anything amiss, but I mean, she had a door jamb that was sitting right by it, so there was no sign that anyone broke in. I mean, the door was locked when everyone got here. I mean, we just don't know where she is.
What about in the parking lot area? I know they've been doing a lot of. I think that's where they have recovered the body or whatever they recovered from there.
Body.
Had you seen anything there?
Body.
Had you seen anything there? I mean, we don't know if this is the same person. You know what I mean? Like, they took out a body there earlier. We don't know if this is
This is where he realizes
That's how we're
he's
trying to ask
fucked.
people if they know who lived there. Are you okay, sir?
I think I need to sit down.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good. Some good stuff right there. Just the whole thing collapses as soon as. Yeah, nah, it's good times. Good times right there.
and they're like, I was able to like play my game, which made the opponent play my game. He's acting funny. You can't really say, you know, he definitely did it on the table. And so I think he's beat. I think a boxer or something. And
This
like,
dude,
I was able to,
I don't, there's two.
And Steven goes, no. And the cop just goes, why, Steven? Why? And I think these detectives are just like, it's the first time I've ever seen an interrogation where it looks like the detectives want to go home, and it looks like the person being interrogated could go another 4 hours. And just...
Anyways, yeah, though I like this guy. This is True Crime Loser. He does a ton. He's done a ton of videos just analyzing different like cases and interviews, and it's all just him sitting in front of the camera like this talking. But I've watched a ton of his stuff. It's like the type of thing that's kind of cool to have on like a second monitor while you're playing certain kinds of games. But the why, Steven, why? It's fun to like listen to him talk about an interview and then go watch that interview after you've heard him talk about it. But he's done it like a bunch of actually the cases we talked about. He did this whatever his name is. The one that you brought up before, Maxie, the guy from Arizona. I can't remember his name. Scott, whatever. Not Scott Peterson. Anyways, Chris Watts. Yeah, there we go. Chris Watts. Yeah, just looking through his back library. He covers a lot of. He covers the Daybell stuff too. That's one of the ones he kept going back to, like doing updates on. Oh, Jodi Arias. That's the girl that killed her boyfriend in the bathroom, in his bathroom. She got convicted. But she was a horrible liar. She kept changing her story and making up weird shit. He also talks about Dalia Dipolito, the girl that hired the hitman. He has like 2 videos about her. 3 videos. 4 videos. 5 videos about her. JCS is the one that sort of started that trend. Now there's actually quite a few. I just discovered a newer one recently called Red Tree Crime. It's basically the same thing, except it's a bit more long form, some of them. There aren't too many on there yet. But it seems like a bunch of channels are sprouting up that kind of do the same thing. And I'm trying to think, there was one really bizarre one where some dude, I want to say it was like his roommate got shot, and so they have him at the police station, and the dude's just acting like really spaced out, and he's just like, I'm just tired, I just need to go to sleep. And the cops are thinking like they're thinking he's trying to evade, like trying to just get out of talking to them. They think it's super suspicious, so they're pressing him real hard, like, no, this is not a time to need to take a nap. We need to have some questions answered first. Oh, I like that chapter. Yeah. Let's give it a go. That guy makes me laugh, dude. I like him. He's funny. I watch almost everything he does, that chapter. He's great. But yeah, so this guy is they're interviewing him, for however long, and just he's being evasive. He's acting like he's just like wants to go to sleep. He keeps sort of dozing off almost. And they think it's just a big act. And then after like an hour, I don't know, a long time of them trying to interview him, they figure out that the dude got shot in the head. And like somehow they thought he had like a wound in his eye, like he got punched in his eye, like he had bruising around his eye. And they figured out that he wasn't punched in the face, it wasn't bruising. He'd been shot. The bullet went through his head. And that's why he's so fucking out of it. And so once they figure out, like, oh, this dude's been shot in the head, that's why he's acting so weird, they take him to the hospital. But it's just one of the most bizarre, because you see them for like a half hour giving this guy the 3rd degree, thinking he's just being evasive. And the whole time he's like, I'm just sleepy. I just want to go to sleep. I just want to go to sleep. So, I mean, it's good that they didn't let him go to sleep, because he probably would have just died, like right there on the spot. If they'd let him keep his eyes closed and slip off into unconsciousness, he probably would have been dead in 5 seconds. Oh, yeah, no, I can see that. That chapter, he does have kind of like a goofy way of presenting stuff that can seem irreverent, which I could see as seeming disrespectful. And I can see that. I mean, I think the reason I like him, and maybe you do, maybe you have similar, like you talked about falling down these rabbit holes and not being able to sleep. And watching this guy talk about it is a little more, makes it a little more palatable. Like, it doesn't feel quite as dark when this is the guy walking you through what happened. I like his little montage he does when he talks about life insurance. Like, that's always they'll find out at a certain point. It's usually when the spouse is the murderer, and they're like, and of course, then they found out that like 3 days before the murder, she took out. He just goes this little. Let's see if I can find the life insurance video clip. The life insurance dance. He inserts it into the video. Oh, there's an updated version of it? Okay, here we go. This is whenever someone gets life insurance, he cuts this in. Is this the... It's usually he'll just cut like 8 seconds. They're looping it, but it's the same music. Oh yeah, he's totally.
And so the investigation continued. And now, ladies and gentlemen, get ready to roll your eyes into the back of your head and have your mind blown out the goddamn airlock, because
this is usually how he introduces it in the video. Yeah.
Yeah, many of them taken out in Todd's name, about 500,000. So
yeah, it's good stuff.
Hey you. And before...
Yeah, he's just a super geeky English dude that is kind of funny and a little awkward, and I don't know. I find him very likable and entertaining to watch. It's called That Chapter. Let me see. I'll link his channel. I think I've got him and also True Crime Loser as a featured channel on my channel. Oh, it's Irish, okay. I couldn't tell if he was Irish or there's that whole area like the southwest little area of England where they're like Gaelic and they sound Irish. I wasn't sure if he was Irish or from that area. 13, does he say 13? Here's True Crime Loser, too. 13. Okay, that's right. Yeah, that chapter, his videos are all like 20 to 30 minutes long. They're pretty well like edited together. Whereas True Crime Loser is more someone to watch if you want a real deep dive with a lot of commentary into a particular case. Like a lot of them, he'll do 5-6 videos, each one like a half hour or more long. He just would just talk a lot about, and it's all just him talking too. That chapter cuts together, you know, news clips and everything else. So I'd say that chapter is a much more, I don't know, it's a higher production value and probably overall better presented. Whereas True Crime Loser is a little bit more like listening to a podcast, except, I don't know, the dude just makes me laugh. I like him. I think I like the way that he describes when, like, especially when there's interviews or interrogations where there's like just some weird wacky shit going on. The way he describes what's happening is just, he's really funny. He's really good. At least I like him. Maybe it's an acquired taste, but yeah. I think I'm gonna wrap up. I was thinking for a second, like, I kind of need to use the restroom, and then it's at that point in the evening where is it really fair to put you guys on a break screen for 5 minutes, and then just to come back and then end the stream shortly thereafter? But hey, I'm happy, Joss. I'm happy that you got to actually hang out in a stream with me. I know you've got, you know, your whole other stuff has been going on, and this has been pretty rare to be able to hang out with you. So I'm glad. It makes me happy. Play a little catch up. Yeah, that's the humor definitely helps. Because this guy still covers a lot of the dark, heavy shit. He covers some pretty dark and disturbing cases. The rare Thursday off. Yeah. Okay. I think it's time for a lullaby and a stream, and then I'm gonna use the restroom. Super excited for me. My evening is about to get super awesome. Well, it gets more awesome because tomorrow's Friday. And then we're going to go paddleboarding again this weekend. I thought you were playing Dead by Daylight, Nick. That's okay. This is like a super talky stream too. Oh, the Malaysian flight? Yeah, the True Crime Loser will talk about a lot of emergent stories as well. Like, he'll be talking about things that, like, well before anyone really knows what the hell's going on. If he finds it interesting, he'll start following the story and making videos and updates about it as it comes up. I think that Stephen McDaniel's one he did about, I don't know, a few videos on him. I think that's one of the best ones, but he covers some really good. He covers, especially, it seems like he hasn't done quite as many like he did earlier, where he'll do a whole bunch of videos following a certain case, like, just covering like the lead into it, the background, and then there'll be a whole video or two just about the interrogation analysis, and he still does that, but it seemed like he went through a period a couple years ago where he just put out a bunch of them and covered some of the really like famous and interesting ones. Okay, 3 to 6 matches. All right, so yeah, that's kind of like, it's a little like me. That's a little too intense sometimes. You were stationed at Diego Garcia, and you've seen that base implicated in the disappearance for the immolation flight. What do you think? Oh well, no. I was recently watching some video about one of the major, I think Boeing or something. There was a defect in one of their, was it the 737? One of their major planes that caused the planes to lock into a nosedive position. Like some computerized part that would just like something that the computer would think it was time to, like, oh, time to correct something, and it would force the nose like down and kept making planes crash. It's kind of, it's a separate thing, but that's kind of sinister. Like they sort of tried to cover it up, or. All right. Well, I'm gonna turn the lights off. Hold on. You familiar with that one? 737 Max. All right. Here's where we are now. Let's get. Excuse me. Okay, clear my throat. I thought I was muted, and then I realized I unmuted in the mid throat clear. All right, got to get up close on this thing. All right, here we go. Where's the lullaby? Here, I'm gonna do this one. Go to sleep and good night. Your eyes are getting so heavy. Go to sleep now. EV23J, Maxi, Josadai, Nexi, go to sleep. Whoever else still there looking, I'll be waiting for you in your dreams. Matus, if you're still there, just a man. Who else is here? EV, whatever, 7. Whatever happened to him? He just asked me, he just started talking about British spoons or something, and then he vanished. Oh, I guess we'll never know. Good night.